In the village of Omoru, the wind never stopped blowing. It howled and screamed through the hills, as if the sky itself was angry. But the villagers knew where the wind came from. It came from Xena. Xena was a girl who could speak to storms. Whenever she opened her mouth, the winds would grow wild, the skies would darken, and thunder would crack. The villagers feared her, whispering that she brought bad luck, that her voice was cursed. So, Xena lived alone in a small hut on the edge of the village, far away from the others. Every time the wind started to howl, the villagers would look up and tremble. They would say, "Xena is calling the storm again," and they would lock their doors, praying the sky would calm. Xena didn't mean to frighten them. She never asked for this power. It was a gift from her grandmother, who had once told her, "The storms are a part of you. You must learn to speak with them, not fear them." Xena tried. She tried to speak softly to the storms, to calm them, but they never listened. They would always grow wilder, and the villagers would grow more afraid. One by one, they stopped speaking to her. They called her storm speaker and blamed her for every bad harvest, every sick animal, every misfortune. Then one day, something terrible happened. Invaders came to the village. They were fierce and strong, with swords and shields, and they wanted to take Omoru for themselves. The village was in danger, and the villagers had no way to fight back. They gathered together in the center of the village, trembling with fear. The storm clouds gathered above them, dark and heavy. It was as though the sky itself was waiting, holding its breath. In the middle of the panic, one of the villagers turned and said, "Xena. Xena can help. She can call the storms. Maybe she can protect us." The people looked at each other, unsure. They had shunned her for so long. Could they ask her now, after everything? But the invaders were too close. They had no choice. Xena stood alone at the edge of the village, hearing their calls. She could feel the power inside her, the storm swirling like a storm in her heart. She knew what they wanted, but a part of her hesitated. How could she help those who had feared her? How could she trust them now? But then, she remembered her grandmother's words. You must learn to speak with them. The storms were a part of her, and she couldn't turn away from them now. Taking a deep breath, Xena stepped forward and raised her voice to the sky. At first, it was quiet, just a whisper, but soon the winds began to howl, and the skies darkened. The ground trembled as the first bolts of lightning split the air. The villagers watched in awe as the winds began to grow stronger, the clouds spinning around Xena, answering her call. The invaders were caught off guard. They had never seen a storm like this. The winds howled and raged, blowing dust and debris into their eyes. The thunder boomed so loudly it shook the earth beneath their feet. The invaders, frightened and confused, fled, unable to fight against the power of nature itself. The storm calmed, and the village was safe. Xena stood there, breathing heavily, her eyes bright with the power she had unleashed. The villagers, their faces full of fear and awe, slowly approached her. One by one, they knelt down and said, "Thank you, Xena. We were wrong to fear you." Xena looked at them and, for the first time, smiled. She had forgiven them long before they had forgiven her. She knew that fear could sometimes make people blind to the truth. She had been feared because of her gift, but now they saw that her power could save them. From that day on, the village of Omoru learned not to fear the storms. They knew that what they once saw as a curse was really a blessing. And Xena, the girl who spoke to storms, became their protector, not because they had forced her to help, but because she chose to forgive and use her gift for the good of others. And so, the winds never stopped blowing, but now, whenever they howled through Omoru, the people knew they were safe, for they had learned that sometimes, the very thing we fear can be the thing that saves us. I hope you enjoyed the story. If so, please like the video, give a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more interesting tales. Thank you.